I'm here. Yay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream for Friday. Friday's an important day. We don't like to skip Fridays. All right, it's 6:07 p.m. Obviously, we started late. Today was a really big day for Karis and me. We did the last step of the part 1 of IVF, and it's the egg retrieval day. And there's like sort of a surgery that goes on. It's a very light surgery, but yeah. It was a lot of work, man. It took hours. So first of all, it's a 3-hour round trip, and then it was just hours of sitting in the hospital. And then Karis has some like aftercare and all that. So yeah, it's 6, and now I've done nothing but work, man. So like we did yesterday night's stream, and then I just logged out, and then we were on the way to the doctor by like 5:30, and then I think I fell asleep at like almost 1 p.m. because I had trouble falling asleep. And now we're back to it. At some point, I'm gonna take a breath or something. So today's title shall be fun. What shall we do? I think I saved a title. Let's see. I just woke up, so I'm probably a little groggy. Elderly. I like this one. All right. So there's the elder millennial. Grab this. Oops. Elder Millennial sells you Pokemon cards. Live card shop. Elder Millennial. Let's see. Elder Millennial emoji, maybe? How about grandma emoji? Grandma emoji. Why is it... Here we go. All right, I got it, guys. God. Closest. Copy this. Close this. Boy, I hate that webpage. All right. Okay, we're going to have some grandma emojis here. Okay. Oh, Scooby Buns. This is some Deltarune music. You've probably heard it before. Okay, I think that Mr. Alex just pinged, so that's good. Let's get this website into... Oh, yeah, the website was having trouble yesterday. Is it working now? Oh, it's working now. Very nice. All right, hit copy on this. Okay. Let's head over here and open up our stream. Elder Millennial. Grab that. We're going to pop this in here. Pop this Pikachu. I told Miss Alexis she doesn't have to come in and do any shipping today because there's just not enough. It is. She did it all yesterday, and it was a lot. And then today, there's just not that much. Okay, so bunch of emails. We can delete these real fast. Whole bunch of emails. Ooh, let's turn that down. I like the music when it's cheerful, not when it's creepy. Delete. You sold some Ethereum. Yep. Delete this. Oh, your student loan bill is now available. Here's this guy. Let's see. Delete. Mr. Shahir said $780. Oh my God. He must have ordered something. All right, we'll delete this. That's a pretty big order. So he says, I promise I'd buy out the rest of that case. Oh, okay, cool. So we're going to be opening up some Prismatic. Today's already going to be busy. There's Sanebi. And if we jump over here, it says we have McDonald's. That's right. We had some McDonald's breakfast on the way home. We have a Mr. Ivan Rodriguez did a pre-order for 2 cards. And a pre-order for... What? We got pre-order from John Lucas for $1,600. Oh my God. He's getting a case of Sneaker Bunko. And he's going to pick up the Queen's Beast coin. Oh, very good. Okay. And shipping. Holy Jesus, dude. You guys aren't even going to get a chance to order. 2 gigantic orders at the beginning of the stream. Before Shahir, we also have Darwin Morales. And so he's the very first person to go. Darwin Morales, 13 OP11s. Did we do that one yesterday? No, that was a different order for yesterday. Okay. Mr. Darwin, you'll be going very first. You have the smallest pre-order, so we'll make sure we get you done. And we'll take care of Ivan Rodriguez. He has a small pre-order as well. Then we're going to dive on into a case for John Lucas, and we're going to dive on into the rest of the prismatics for our friend Mr. Shahir. Well, guys, I didn't even see the order from Mr. Lucas, but it's very cool. We have a very, if you guys didn't know this, we had a very low price on our Sneaker Bunko Volume 2 because I have so much of it. And so it's a great product to order a case of, but you don't have to order a case. You can order like a box too if you just want one box because it just comes out of those cases. Super fresh product. Okay, cool. It is Friday. We love Friday. Okay. How are things looking over here? Things are looking fresh. They're looking fresh. Darn, I wish I'd known about the big order from John Lucas. I'd have forced myself to wake up sooner. All right, let's get to it. Let me open up the iPad so I can see your comments now. You're probably like, hi, TCC, how's it going? Oh, hey. Hey, what's up, guys? You're probably like that. Elder Millenial. So, we've got Jack, Ivan, A. Perez, J-Dog, CS-Man. How's it going, Mr. CS-Man? There's Mr. Shahir. Thank you for the big order, Shahir. You're late. I'm telling your boss. Hey, did you get my order off the website last night? Sorry, I had the stomach bug. Didn't see it. Mr. Albert, tell me what that order is. Let's see. I put my Kabuto Topps Foil PSA 10 on eBay to see if the Kabuto craze will hit them with the card. Maybe. That's not a bad idea. Mister, where's the Christmas music? I don't know. Student loan, you still owe money? That's right. I never pay my student loan. I pay the minimum. And that's because the student loan has an interest rate of 4%. So I'm not interested in paying it off ever, like for the rest of my life. 4% is too low of an interest rate. The economy inflates faster than 4%. So not the economy, like not like the price of a hamburger necessarily, although sort of. But like the cost of valuable assets tend to go up faster than 4%. So I'll never pay off the student loan. It will be with me forever, and I will always make a minimum payment on it. All right, let's place this over here. And that strategy has worked. It works because I buy things that go up in value faster than 4%. Here's this. Now, if the economy ever explodes, it's going to be a problem. Like if all my so-called valuable goods ever pop because they were in a bubble, that could be, I wish I'd paid off the student loan. So that's the gamble. But you play the gamble both ways. Like if you pay off the student loan, you're gambling that the economy doesn't do well. It's a conservative gamble. It's a gamble either way. You're gambling if you pay off that 4% student loan. You're gambling that it's better to put your money into a 4% growth debt, right? A debt that's snowballing, as opposed to a 15% stock market that's snowballing. So it's a gamble on either side. I take the gamble that the 4% subsidized debt is the easier one or the better one to ignore. There's only one bubble in Pokemon, and it's Mew. That's right. So, prismatic time, but wait a second. Let's get the little ones done. Okay, so we've got an Ivan Rodriguez. Let's start with Ivan, actually. So, Ivan Rodriguez, Zard 29 and Charmeleon 15, slabs on the table, and I believe he sent me a picture. We're wishing Mr. Isaac, good health to him and his mother. Well, let's see. I believe he sent me a picture for this. Here it is. We found out his mother's got an ouchie. I think she fell or something. So 9 and 6.5. I think she fell off the ladder or something. I don't remember the exact story. Here's the Charmeleon. But she is not doing super well. So hopefully she gets better. Let's see. It's so crazy because we had just talked to her. Because she popped into the stream just before then. Here we are. All right. Ooh. Okay, so Albert said it was an order for the Gengar, but it finished last night. I wasn't sure about that. Mr. Albert. So if I can, I'll just do shipping and the rest in cheap slabs for the kids' stocking stuffers, please, and thank you. Okay, so I'll write you down for store credit. There it is. Stay. And I didn't write that down already, did I? No. Okay. Ivan Rodriguez. Oops. Christmas is getting closer. What is it, the 5th? I bought Kara's Say Christmas gift already, but I want to buy her a couple more. And we need to get our Christmas tree. We're kind of late on that, but you can't blame us. We're so busy now. It's so sad. Can't celebrate the holidays. Way too busy. You know what's going to be the best celebration, though? Maybe a pregnancy. So that'll be the big Christmas present. But that won't be till February. So they don't do the implantation till later. Okay, well, I don't know exactly when they do it. I don't know how it all works. I'm told things. So Darwin says 13 OP11s. Now, OP11s, you say? Well, we have this box right here. Put that there for the moment. Wow. Trial by error will have to be what Tammy says. Who? What? Tammy says something? So what you're saying is you can make more money from investing what you ever owe and paying it off slowly rather than pay it all off and not have that money. Okay, think of you got two snowballs running at the same time. Two snowballs, okay? You know how a snowball works, right? You push a snowball down a hill, and as it goes down the hill, it gets bigger and bigger until it's a giant snowball. So one of your snowballs is a debt snowball. Over time, it gets bigger and bigger because you're not paying your debt off. The other snowball is your investment snowball. The more money you put into a bank account, the bigger and bigger that bank account gets. And then all of a sudden, the interest from your investments are like crazy. There's just tons of money. So at 4% interest, that's a decent chunk of interest. That's enough interest that debt's going to keep ballooning over time if I don't pay it off. But I could take the same money that I would have used to pay off the debt, and I can just go buy stocks. And if stocks consistently grow at, let's make up a number, let's say they grow at 5%. So 4% interest on the debt, but 5% in the stock market. Well, I would be a fool to pay off the debt because the stock market's going to grow faster than the debt grows. So I'd rather have $20,000 in the stock market with a big debt than no money in the stock market and no debt. You end up wealthier with the debt and the stocks. It's a complex move. You have to understand how it works. But it's not that complex, actually. It's about gambling what your best move is. Pay all your debt off or invest all your money. In a market that's rapidly rising, you're better off buying stuff. In a market that's conservative and punishes you for having debt, you're better off paying your debt. So like, for example, if the stock market actually slows down to 3% growth or even negative growth, well, I'm going to wish I avoided putting let's say the stock market dips like in 2008. It goes backwards. It goes negative. So I buy in at the peak and the stocks go down. They go negative. I lose money for buying stocks. I'm going to regret not paying off that debt because I could have gotten myself out of 4% interest on that debt. See? So it's a balancing act. Do you gamble on the stock market growing or do you gamble on the stock market crashing? If you're betting that it's going to crash, quick, go pay off all your debt. Don't put any money in the stock market. You don't want to buy those stocks. They're at the peak. They're about to go down. And you're going to lose 4% on your debt every year. So quick, go pay off all your debt. That's the clever move. But if you think the stock market's going to go whoop like that, just keep going up, quick, go buy stocks before they get even more expensive. So my bet was that things were going to get more expensive, and I was right. I didn't pay off my student loan at all. All of my money went into Pokemon cards and real estate. Now my real estate has gone way up in value, and my Pokemon cards have like quadrupled. It's a gamble. It's always a gamble. Every single thing you do with your money is a gamble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There you go. Now you understand. Hey, what's up, Wow Law? How's it going, man? What was your previous YouTube name? Here's this. What can I help you with, Mr. Wow Law? I'd be happy to help you. Asking to rejoin chat and apologize. That makes more sense, mister. Yes. So Dave Ramsey, he's the no debt guy, and he always tells people to pay off their debt. That's actually not the smartest financial advice. It simply isn't. He has this saying like, well, this is the best advice for the average person or something like that. And I don't even know if that's true. When I think about it for a long time, I don't even know if that's the best advice for the average person. I finally scored today in store. It was beautiful. Woo! Yeah? Cool, man. Let's see. I probably joined tonight's streams and used my store credit on cheap slabs and things. Mister, why don't you make shorts from conversations like this? All right, so here's a holo. Here's an SR. you know, there are guys who make content like what I just described. So, you know, the guy who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, have you ever looked him up? Kiyosaki, Robert Kiyosaki. He talks about these concepts. Personally, I don't think he teaches them very well, but I think he says them in a way that it's intentionally hard to follow. I actually do not think he wants everyone to understand it. I feel like I have understood him over a long period of time. Like he kind of mocks you a little bit for not knowing what it's about. I think he has a sort of bitterness to him, a little bit of bitterness. So he doesn't like to provide every detail. He kind of does like connect the dots for you. He puts the dots in front of you, but he doesn't connect them. And I've learned a lot from that guy. He's very smart. Robert Kiyosaki, when you're not understanding what he's saying, you can even sit down and ask yourself, like, is this guy smart? Or, but when it clicks, you go, oh my God, he's incredibly smart. He's very, very smart. He understands what's going on in the world. He understands what's going on in the markets incredibly well. And I don't think he likes to hold your hand when he's explaining it all the time. We are. All right. Ooh. Very nice. Trial by fire. Dave Ramsey's right. The average person doesn't even have 500 in savings. They aren't investing anything that will either. It is right. So David Ramsey, he's like medicine for somebody who's like, you know, making just like car wreck levels of bad financial decisions. Like, oh honey, we work at you know, a job that pays like 20,000 a year, but we're spending all our money on DoorDash. Yeah. Or oh honey, we're gonna buy this $80,000 truck on a loan at 15% interest. Yeah, he's trying to save people from those really horrible decisions. Mr. Darwin Morales with the D, let's find your bag. All right. I like his talks about precious metal values. He's an investor in the precious metal market because he has a very negative outlook on the people. He thinks people are so dumb they're going to cause the collapse of the economy. So he's betting against the U.S. dollar. He's saying the U.S. dollar is going to either collapse entirely or it's going to experience hyperinflation, and it's not going to affect me because I have an international currency called gold. So he really likes it, and this year has been a year for the gold guys. The gold guys are way up, the gold and silver guys. He has a lot of silver too, and so they're doing very well this year because they're betting on people continuing to vote for policy that destroys the value of the dollar. So, you know, there we go, Darwin Morales. Very good. Mister, do you give anything to someone if they bring people in chat? Sort of. Yeah, I'm interested in stuff like that. Let's see. Darwin Morales. Well, he just has so much stuff now, it doesn't fit anymore. Let me see. So let's get some of these other guys out of here. You're talking about kind of like a refer a friend program. I could be interested in that. We've never formally created a rule about that. Here it is. Let's grab the D overflow box. So Daniel Wiseman shall go into the D overflow box. There it goes. Thank you, Mr. Darwin Morales. I love personal finance. I have a lot of thoughts about it that we could talk about and share. Darwin's done. I feel like the more you understand personal finance, the stronger your feelings become about certain subjects, certain conversations. All right, so this should be 10 boxes of prismatic. I'll be right back. 10 boxes of prismatic. So first of all, we got 1, 2, 3 boxes in here. So 3 boxes are in the room. Let's go find 7 more. All right, I'm in. I'm in. Whew. Whew. Ugh. There we go. Can you confirm I've emptied the case out? Yes, sir. That's the end of the case. It's all gone. In fact, what I was doing out there was I was cracking open the next case so I could grab a booster bundle from it and put it on the floor next to me. So it's all done. We got the next case open. That's exciting. Let's put this here. Okay, we're stacking them up. Let's go gambling. Let's go, ooh, what fell over? Pick this up. Nothing fell. Just sounded like it did. Let's put these here, maybe. All right, and let's go 2 at a time, I think. Well, we could do 3 at a time. Let's do 3 at a time. No, we can do 4 at a time. What's 5 times 6? 30? Let's do 5 at a time. We got the horizontal screen. Let's do 5 at a time. See Berg's message. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Berg? Wow, Law send me. Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Berg. It is. Berg, do you have a bag on the table? We are. Very nice. Here's this. Your package is now with USPS. Ooh. Snip that. Horizontal stream for the win. Horizontal stream has more utility to it, that's for sure. But I can see we have only 41 viewers and only 17 likes. That's pretty bad like ratio. This. Berg says no. What do I get now, says Mr. Wow Law. Well, Mr. Wow Law, if you just bring a viewer in, I don't think there's any particular giveaway for that. If you were a buyer and then you brought in a buyer, that's pretty significant. That is. So like Mr. Archer Bushemin, if his brother Jacob said, hey, how about a little gift for bringing in my brother Archer? I'd be like, sure, let's do that. Yes. All right. I didn't know you just meant somebody who watches. Yeah. We get like a little over 500,000 viewers on our shorts every month. I'm sure we're okay when it comes to new viewers. It would be nice to get someone in here who's a new customer. That's a bigger deal. So if you were to say bring in a guy and he bought an order of cards, that's a much bigger deal. It is. Okay. Let's grab this. I see what you're saying though. I appreciate the question. You know, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I appreciate the question because yeah, I mean, there should be sort of like a lot of companies do that where it's like if you introduce their app to a friend and they sign up for the app, you get some kind of thing. Like I remember with Robinhood, there was kind of like this program because I still use Robinhood. There was this program where if you sign a friend up for Robinhood, they give you like, I don't remember, like $15 or something like that. It's not like a crazy amount of money, but they want you to spread the app around. And I would say to receive some sort of gift for bringing someone in, like a referral program, they have to reach a point where they actually place like a first-time purchase. Here we are. All right, there we go. Because if it's just another viewer, I actually don't even have a way to confirm it's a different person. There it is. And it's very easy to just kind of have somebody sign into an account and say, here I am, give me something. All right, there we go. So that's the first 5 boxes. Okay, you ready? Mr. needs to Oprah this situation. Implement TCC points. Yeah, we kind of have something like that, TCC points. Basically, when you help me out with something, I'll toss you on a giveaway for free. I've been out of the collecting game since Battle Styles. What did I miss? Since Battle Styles? You missed a lot, man. There's a lot that's happened. There's been some amazing artwork since Battle Styles. That's a long time ago. Battle Styles is just around the time they introduced alternative arts in the Sword Shield era. So after that, Sword and Shield heats up. And now we're out of the next era with Scarlet Violet, which started out really badly, but then surprisingly took off in the last quarter. And then we're in the new era of the Mega Evolutions. So, I mean, yeah, it's been busy as hell, dude. Pokemon's doing super well. The Pokemon hobby. He hasn't even seen Evolving Skies. Yeah. We sold a pack of Evolving Skies last night. I'll give you a hint. Umbreon didn't pop out. Maybe he's in this one. Boop. All right, you ready? Here goes. This is for our good friend, Mr. Shahir, who was very nice to me yesterday. I made a counting error on the packs, and he just went ahead and fixed it. Wow. All right. So we got Seeking. Look at this. I feel I missed everything. He hasn't seen Evolving Skies. Good luck. Yes, good luck. Starting out with Seeking here. Already off to riches. Evolving Skies. Here's Dunsparce. Okay. Ooh. I did see that. You know what I did after you sent that in? Oh my God, there was another SIR, but it was Ogerpon. You gotta be kidding me, bro. These Ogerpons are the worst, bro. So hopefully 2 SIRs in the next 10 packs, 10 boxes. So I put you in here, Mr. Shahir. See this, the 200K giveaway? I put you directly on the list. So, and you still have time to get on the list a second time. But that's, you know, we're running those 20-spot sub lists to get one spot on the 20 list. So I thought I'd do that. That was really nice of you. Here's Eevee. Ooh. Very nice. There we go. That's sweet. Well, we appreciate you coming forward with that. That was really nice. You know, I remember when I was younger, I had a really great manager at Target of all places, but he was an ETL, so he was like a corporate team lead. And he liked me a lot. And I remember he was giving this talk one time to us. It was like a meeting before work began. And he had this saying, he said, you do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And it's just kind of like a catchy slogan, right? But it's circular logic. Like, it doesn't really explain why you should do the right thing. But you know, it really worked on me when I was younger because I thought about it. I was like, that's all you need. You don't need a reason. And I feel like people who reach that conclusion that you're just supposed to do the right thing all the time, I think they genuinely lead like more successful lives. They run into less problems. People like them better. They attract more people to themselves. And they have a harder work ethic, and that goes a long way. So, you know, it's a good sign for yourself to be able to do that. There we go. Some people look at an opportunity to get away with something as like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like, you could live that way. But I guarantee you, like, less good things will probably come your way in the long run. It's hard to understand that. It's hard to understand that, you know, because it's like a mindset, really, is what it is. Your brain gets rotten with that feeling. Okay, you ready? When you have the other type of mind where it's like everything's supposed to be where it's supposed to be, like everything's supposed to be correct. I feel like in the long run, you just succeed with that mindset. Snip this. And I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. I actually think people who are successful generally have like a heavy attention to detail, and they like things to be correct. Ready? Snipping this, and snipping this, and snipping this. Did all the English borders change to Japanese style? That's right. That's right. They changed to Japanese style. You noticed. Okay, so it was such a great round yesterday, the Prismatics. This round has also handed out a SIR, but it's Ogerpon. Mister, this Saturday's the 6th, and Sunday's the 7th. 6-7. It's easier to tell the truth than maintain a lie. Yeah, I think that's another perspective on it, you know, constantly having to manipulate versus just not worrying about anything, you know, just doing the right thing all the time. But I think, you know, it's sort of like, people see it, you know, it's about, it's hard to describe. I really do think it comes down to like, when you're constantly putting things in the correct order, it's harder for like big mistakes to occur. It is Roaring Moon. Here, some people have opportunistic personality, I feel. You know, they go, oh, I could steal this because no one will catch me, you know, like at a Target or a Walmart. But eventually, even if you're getting away with it for a while, eventually that whole mindset spreads into everything about life, you know? Here's Suicune. Spreads into everything you're doing. You're in your relationship looking to cheat. You're on your taxes looking to cheat. You're on your, you know, you're in your maybe personal finances, like paying your bills, lying about how much you have or don't have, stuff like that, you know? This Howlucha, and eventually that just causes a big headache. Ooh. Or maybe a significant loss. Raoulu, very nice. Maybe there's somebody out there who's gotten away with it their whole life. Flareon. Look at that Flareon. And here's Pupitar. We're looking for a good Master Ball to pop out too, by the way, guys. I can see we have 26 likes. Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. We have some big openings ahead of us today for the Friday daytime stream. Smash that like button. Let's get that number up. It leads to weighing Pokemon packs. Yeah, maybe something like that. Even if this round is cold, I can't be mad. It was so good yesterday. I just want to finish out the case. Nice. Hell no. Yellow borders are so ugly if you look back on Modern. They are. Honestly, yellow borders never made sense. Like, yellow's such a... Think about the color yellow. Yellow, what is that? Like bananas, school buses, and warning signs. You know? Hazard signs are yellow. So yellow on the card is just sort of like, I don't know. Silver is a good color. It's like a neutral color. Yeah, silver, gray, those are neutral colors. It's very nice. That's why the Japanese already had that change, I'm sure. And they were probably just scared to make that change for English. Ooh. Oh, we have a new trade slab, by the way, guys. Right here, this Bulbasaur is the new trade slab. He's a $4 per spot trade slab. All right, so we're going to try out the next round of bundles here. You ready? I'm ready. What was pulled yesterday? He got like a half God pack, and it had some cool cards in it. This. And he... Oh, I better be careful, man. I'm trying to open packs in a new method. Normally, I do this scratch on the back, right? But I've decided I don't like to do that because I'm worried if the scissors ever cut deep enough that they could... I'm worried if I ever cut deep enough that the scissors could hit the packs in the back. Okay. So I'm trying to get a new system, but... Like, see, I'm wondering what the best system is. Yep. We don't want to damage the cards ever. It would be silly to do that. I noticed the Chinese boxes in particular have thinner cardboard, so that's why I stopped doing it. I said, well, if this is true with the Chinese cards, that the back of the box is thinner, I should just become accustomed to doing it differently for all of them. But maybe not. Maybe just for the Chinese ones. I don't know. Espeon SAR? Oh, yeah, it was Espeon. That's right. Yeah, he's cool, man. I was trying to remember which one. I thought it was like Sylveon for a second. Yellow borders made sense for base set. Well, you know, they started it out that way. That was all the way back in 1999. It's a long time ago, you know. Okay, what do we got here? Even the border of the Japanese vintage cards, it wasn't quite yellow, was it? Wasn't it sort of like an off yellow, like a brown yellow almost? I'd have to look at it again. I haven't seen it in a long time. But they swapped over to silver with Japanese, and they said, well, keep the English cards yellow. Maybe they were more scared of the English market rejecting it. I don't know. They did make a change to the borders once. They made a change with, they made a change to the borders with the Heart Gold Soul Silver era, where the borders became sort of like a diluted yellow color. Kind of almost like a tan. Okay, so we're peeling these open. I have a theory about the change to Pokemon border colors. Do you? By the way, is Mr. John Lucas watching? I wonder if John Lucas is not watching this live. I wonder if we could do his big box order tonight when there's actually a couple hours to work with. Oops. Razor knife, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted, actually. A little razor knife? Wasn't it a mixture of gold and silver? Oh, maybe that's why it was diluted. It was alternating gold and silver. Oh. There we go. I didn't see it that way. I thought it just looked a little off. It is. I didn't make that conclusion. All right. Good. So we might reserve Mr. John Lucas's order for tonight. He has a big order. He's got a whole case, one whole case to open. Cases should be reserved for the night, says Zach. I might be agreeing, Zach, because the daytime streams are really limited in time. It's typically only up to 2 hours, and sometimes it's cut shorter than that. That seems like a case would fulfill that whole time slot. Now, sale's a sale. I mean, he paid for his case, so it seems like, well, that's on the agenda for the daytime stream. But, you know, if he doesn't mind it going into the night, that's a pretty good deal, because there'll be plenty of time in the nighttime stream. We are. Maybe we could open up a couple boxes for him right now, but I don't think he's here, so I don't think he'll mind. Everyone opening cases now, LMAO. Well, Mr. John Lucas, he's been ordering cases with us for a while, if you didn't know that. Yeah, he's been around for a while, and he likes to open up Weiss Schwartz cases. He just had a fantastic run yesterday, and so he wants to do it again today with a case of Weiss Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. We have those cases, they're at a fantastically competitive price. You know, when you consider the PayPal fee, when you consider taxes and all that, they're priced very low, very, very low. Take a look at them in the menu. They're on the menu, actually. The case price is on the menu. Okay, here's this. Okay, here's this. Thinking about getting those listed up on eBay, actually, the Sneaker Bunkos. They do sell. In fact, John Lucas is buying them. He's one guy. I know some other people bought it too over time, but I think we started out with 18 cases of that, by the way, and I think we're down to like 7 cases. So we sold a ton of it, but I don't know how many new guys we're going to get that are going to open up like a whole case of Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. So it might be time to consider sending it off to eBay at this point. PCI changed the borders to cut costs on ink to provide better products. They knew fans would have trouble accepting the new color, but compromised by adding guaranteed hollows, so it's worth it to open. Who knows, dude? I didn't have a problem with it at all. The moment they changed it to silver, I was like, cool. So I thought it was fine. Did you guys see this card? Check this out. That's Gyarados and Magikarp. Both of them, graded 10. Pretty cool. $79 for both. Both the Japanese cards. Okay, here's a little Electivire 9 for $23. Get this all on the camera for you. All right, well, let's get it started. That's a lot of hollows. So we got Noivern. Was I sleeving up these EXs before? I bet you I was. I'm so nuts, dude. I have decided EXs and trainer cards do not get sleeved. They're too common. No one grades them. They're not worth very much. They are basically a bulk card. They're like a slightly more expensive bulk card, just slightly. Okay, so here we have Houndour. Here we have Hoot Hoot. Ooh. I may be wrong, but the Japanese 151 boxes seem a bit steep, says William Wafter. All right, we can take a look into that at some time, Mr. William. Here's Larvitar. When it comes to those 151 boxes, if I recall, I did not really want to sell them. It is sometimes a price that's a bit off reflects my desire to keep them. Here's Black Belt Training, which shall also go into the hollows pile because he sucks. Here's Giacomo. Here's Slow King. He's a bit slow. Here's Sylveon. Come on now. Okay. Here's Okie Dokie. Very nice. Here's Dreepy. And here's Binding Moki. These prismatic packs are rough, talking from experience. They have always been known to be very rough. This case of prismatic was pretty generous, though. I mean, how many SIRs did we pull total? We pulled a bunch out of this particular case. I just wish that last one had not been an Ogerpon, man. It could have been anything. It could have been Umbreon. Could have been Umbreon. All right, what we got here? And that could be the last SIR for the case, but we're also hoping for a strong Master Ball to show up. Like yesterday, I think he got a Master Ball Groudon, actually. What is this? Hell no, dude. Skip. I ain't listening to that. All right. Always rough like this Umbreon that's about to come out. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Here's Archaludon. Archaludon. Those prismatic ETBs you had weren't bad. No, those were terrible. What are you talking about? We opened up a whole case of those and pulled no SIR out of one of the cases. Did you know that? That happened. So there was an average 1 SIR per case, not a single God pack out of like 6 cases of the ETBs, and one of the cases was no SIR at all. It was atrocious, dude. Here's Dipplin. I feel like the booster bundles have been a little bit nicer, definitely. Booster bundles have been nicer. Here's Ursaluna. Okay. I never opened this set. You never opened it? You got to give it a spin, man. It's way, way, way better priced now. Another Master Ball pops out. Fan Rotom this time with decent centering, maybe. Here we are. Take another look at it. Come on, one more SIR. Here's Airy. Oh, my gosh. The moment I hear her, she looks nice. I'll put her in a sleeve and put her over here. If it's a guy food, though, he's toast. He's going in the junk pile. Here it is. Yeah, those ETB cases were unreal. Mr. Isai at the time, which we haven't seen him in a while, Mr. Isai was going nutso on those, man. He was going nuts. Wonder where he's off to. Pyroar Glaceon. Here's Munkidori. Hey, what's up, Cameron? How's it going? Low Punny. There you go. Joker, no. That's right. Here's another Master Ball, but it's Cottony, bro. That was 3 Master Balls popping out. All of a sudden, near the end, 3 Master Balls arrive. Hey, I like this Umbreon. That's good. This Umbreon's always good. I feel like this particular booster pack is now like a profitable one. See this black belt, though? Boom, he's going in the hollows. Oh, I thought I would have to trim this pack more. Ooh, this Vaporeon would be so nice if it was a Master Ball Vaporeon. Come on, bro. See, mom, bro. 2 packs left. Are you ready to cry? Here's Great Tusk. And here is Giacomo. All right. Who didn't see that coming? After that SIR came out, the Ogerpon mask, I was like, it's Brover, bro. There it is. I felt like that was, you know, personally, I felt like that had to be the last SIR in the case. That's how I felt after he came out. I was like, no, that's the wrong one. Let's take a look. So, lots of hollows, couple junky things in there too, like Giacomo's in there. Big stack of hollows. And now let's take a look at this. That's all right. So we got Vaporeon, Umbreon, Master Ball Cottony, Munkidori, Erica, Fan Rotom's a Master Ball, Ursaluna, Dipplin's a Master Ball. Leafeon's pretty cool. Archaludon, Groudon. I like that Groudon. Okie dokie, Larvitar, Hoot Hoot. That's junk. Pupitar, Flareon. Oh, the Master Ball. The Howlucha is a Master Ball. All right, here's a little Suicune. Badu, Archaludon, Jolteon, Ogerpon, Dunsparce, Seeking Time, Scoop Up, Cottony. Eevee's pretty cute. All right. So these appear to be the main pulls. Honestly, the Ogerpon's not badly centered. This might be a 10. You know, it might sell for a little bit as a 10, maybe like up to 100 even. I don't know what the Ogerpon masks are going for in 10s. Here's a nice Suicune. Here's a nice Howlucha Master Ball. He looks a little off center though. Here's a nice little Pokeball Groudon. Okay. This Leafeon's a bit thin on the bottom, I want to say. This guy's thin on the right. This guy is a little thin on the right. This guy looks kind of nicer. He might be a 10, potentially. But he's Cottony. All right, so you got all these wonderful guys. You got these guys. And then you got a big stack of holographic and trainer cards and stuff like that. Okay, let's grab your bag. Now, wait, did you get a box? I feel like you would have gotten a box, maybe. Oh, no, you don't got a box, but you got a lot of bags in here. You have an impressive number of bags in here, Mr. Shahir. All right, you want to see what was in here again? So you have been going deep on Prismatic. It's very impressive. No Umbreon, though. Can you believe that? We have more if you ever decide to go deeper and continue after the Umbreon on the Umbreon hunt, just to see how much it takes to get one Umbreon. There's Slowking. There's that beautiful Espeon. There's Ursaluna. Here's Raging Bolt. Ogerpon Mask number 20. Lots of Ogerpon. Ogerpon's so mean, dude. That's why they put it in the set to tease you. Iron Leaves. Some of these Umbreon Hollows. Bunch of these trainer cards. Bounty 2 common. Yes, we got to get him a bounty spot for sure. Bounty for the Ogerpon. Oh, definitely. It is. Oh, we'll put these in here. So once again, I'm not seeing John Lucas in here. I think we might take care of everyone's order first and then see if we can get started on John Lucas's case. He ordered a whole case. I can't believe it. I promised myself that I'll be done with Prismatic. Oh my God, dude. Oh, it'll come back for you. In your sleep, you'll be like, woo! All right. Put this over here. So, Karis's IVF stuff went well. Did you guys know that? It was multiple hours with the doctor, and I've learned a lot about how IVF works, so now I'm very knowledgeable about it. And they got 46 eggs. Yes, they extract eggs from your girlfriend. They go, here are her eggs. There we are. Now they're going to mix her stuff and my stuff together. How interesting. And then some of those will fail to turn into embryos, and some of them will succeed. And then they'll do an analysis on which embryos are best. Really interesting. You are. All right. Put this back in here. That box is getting full, baby. Is that a lot of eggs? It's a pretty high count. Apparently, we were told that's a pretty high count. Yeah. I honestly did not know that you played Elden Ring Night Rain. I played a ton of it. I was really good at it. We beat Sovereign, what's his facey? Libra? Yeah, we beat Libra a bunch. We were pretty good. But we didn't play Deep of the Night. I didn't like the idea of it. I thought it was really boring. So I gave up when Deep of the Night came out. Okay. Oh, I need more energy cards. Shoot, he was the game economist. Ugh. I only played one character the whole time. I played Guardian the entire time. All right. Okay. Do I get a free card because I got my brother to make a first-time purchase? So we don't have an official system for that, but what I can do is do a small gift for you if you'd like. How about we put you on the giveaway slab? I played a little bit of Night Rain. Did you? Now, wait a second. We might only need this much. Okay. Tossing these. What do you guys think? What do you think of a referral program, guys? I hated the ED Libra fight. Beat it once and never again. Tossing that over there. Did we have a giveaway? I'm trying to remember. Did we have like a mark giveaway? Yeah, we have a mark giveaway. Here it is. All right, guys. So for today's stream, here is the mark giveaway. And let me go ahead and hit refresh on this over here. Click. How many kids do you want? To be honest, if I'm being like 100% honest, my brain almost sees kids like it sees money. So it's like you could just have as many as you can have, but there's like constraints, right? Like, can I afford it? Do we have somebody who can watch the kids? You know what I mean? So my brain doesn't really see a cap on it. And so I came up from a family of 11 children, and having having a bunch of kids wouldn't really shock me at all because I grew up that way. But if I end up just having like even 1 or 2 kids, that'll be all right. But I'm very open-minded to having multiple children. All right. So we'll put Mr. CS Man on spot number 1. And we're going to put your brother on too. Sound good? Steven. So you and Steven can both go on this. Here it goes. You know, when I hear stuff like the one actor, this old Italian actor guy, he's got a baby at the age of 84. I'm not against that. I think that's actually really impressive. Now, the kid will have to have a stepfather, but there's enough money involved that that's all going to work out, you know? So the baby's taken care of. So I don't think it would be responsible to have a whole bunch of kids that you can't pay for. But in his case, he can pay for it. The child will inherit good money. He will have to see his father's legacy rather than really getting to know his father. But, you know, he'll probably have a stepfather, and the mother will be his real mother. And there'll be enough money that the child doesn't have to, you know, feel like he's living without. So that kind of stuff is really interesting to me. There was another guy, I heard about this rich guy who said, anyone can have a child using my, you know, swimmers. And if you decide to do that, you can be cut into my will or whatever, my trust. And I was like, wow, that is smart. That's going to be the future, in my opinion, for guys who are interested in that kind of stuff. So, what do we got? Mr. CS-Man, keep this as store credit. You got it. Let's keep it as store credit. Here's Albert. Albert, we have opening to start working on this, Mr. Albert. Did you happen to see any slabs that you wanted? So, CS-Man, this cleared. I'm going to toss that away. And then what else do we have here? Oh, yeah, the Brett Love one. Let's see how Brett Love's thing is going. You can assist with your kids making YouTube channels. Yeah, I'm comfortable with YouTube, and, you know, if they ended up wanting to do that in life, I could definitely help. I know a thing or two. Let's see. So I was watching a documentary on, actually it was a fish canning company, and they were talking about how, you know, my great-great-grandfather started the company, and they just been running it for like 200 years or some crazy amount of time. And I was like, man, that is such a level of success that it's hard to describe. You know, it goes so far. Just inheriting a company. Mr. Edward Shelton, 1 Mega Dream, 151 SUR. What's 151 SUR? Surprise. And 1 Gem 3. You got it. This is for Edward Shelton. So, Mega Dream's on the menu, everybody. What do you think of that? Where's Mega Dream? Here's Mega Dream. Very nice. Sent you a message on Discord. Mister, did you give me the store credit? Oh, I'm sorry. I might have gotten distracted. Here we go. I don't think I did, actually, Sasman. You have it. I just didn't write it down. Okay. Let's write it down. There you go. There you go. There we go. Just a cheap one for my son, and then a rest in Korean packs. Okay, so you're talking about slabs. So I'll let you pick the slab out. I don't want to pick the slab out because I'll make a mistake. But let me rotate them. So here's the apple. Here is the Mimikyu. Here is this really good Pikachu. You got to understand, this is a reverse hollow Pikachu. That makes it much more rare, much more expensive. Here's this lovely Melodic for $25. And here is Kuromi. Okay. Now, Mr. Edward, guess what? We have to... Ow. I did it again. We have to pop open a new box of this. It's going to be like that. You pop your thumb in there. All right. Did the tag sub go out? I'm so sorry. I've been so far behind on submissions, guys. I started working on them. I just have not finished them. I started working on them on the weekend. It's been very rough. We had like... Did you know we had a total of 5 doctor visits? And they were all right next to each other. Like, I was just gone all the time. And then I had to do the shipping, too. Alexis was out of town, so I had, like, all this shipping to do. And, like, the previous week, I was, like, fixing this stupid eBay business problem. We had to drive to, like, the Missouri, like, business office and all that. I've just been crazy busy, man. So we are a little behind on schedule on the submissions, all of them. And so now I need to catch up on those as fast as I can. The good news is the moment one goes out, you catch up instantly. You're back on track again. So we're going to get back on track with those. Here's this. And where's the gem? Gem should be over here, I think. I had to pick something to fall behind on, and I decided to do that one. There shouldn't be 2 bags of this. Let's throw this away. And let's pull this baggie out. I order 1 box of watch. Well, it ain't no $4.50 for 3 packs. Oh. Okay, so he ordered a box of WACH. I ordered a box of each. Got it. Sorry, man. All right, no problem, man. Sorry about that. Okay. I probably would have noticed that, but obviously I was just following the instructions there. Let's put this here. Actually, that came out of this box. Let's give you this box. You ready? 1 whole box of Mega Dream. So you watch this get open. Let's find out what the fate on this box was, because it could be the box that has a really big hit in it. I don't want you to miss out on that. All right, there we go. Beautiful. That'll be 3 packs for $450. Elder Millennial here. My bad at work, typing fast. No problem, man, no problem. Here goes. So, Edward Shelton going deep. Love it, man. Love it. Those Friday stream orders, man. They're a big deal, huh? Snipping this. This is a $450 order. He's gone deep. Okay, let's see what your luck is. Tag accept Chinese cards, right? As of right now, I believe they do. Yeah, we've had some Chinese cards come back with them, and it's been all right. Here's a little Scrafty. Okay. That's cool. I like these Pokeball, these new Pokeball designs. Okay, what do we got here? We've got, oh, that's the Psyduck that Jen wanted. Oh, my God. And it's well-centered. Man, if she had sent in for 1 more box, she'd have got it. She wanted that Psyduck. Here's Gardevoir. Here's Reshiram. And, oh, did the food just get delivered? Oh, look at this. I'm loving this Dark Doug trio. He's cool, man. Let's get this sleeved up for you. It's a little Mewtwo. Let me just test this real fast. They only do Japanese, English, and Chinese, if I remember. Okay. I'm going to text Karis real fast. Okay. Letting her know. We did a little Walmart orders for some, pretty much for some painkiller. Wanted her to let her know that that's here now. Okay, got a little Pikachu. He's kind of cute, I guess. He's a reprint, though. Is that also a reprint? Ah, he's a reprint, too. It's all reprints. All right, here's... That might be your SR right here. It is. Hopefully not, but it might be. So this is the Rocket Comm Tower. Ooh. Okay. 3 more packs. Come on. Oh, a little Numel. Oh, it was a good box. You're welcome. You got Inferno X, Charizard. All right. Great job on the first box, picking up the Inferno X Charizard. Now, the rest of these cards will include Bellibolt and Rocket's Mimikyu. Very good. So, your SR was stinky, but your ARs were strong. Psyduck and this Mimikyu here look great. And then you pick up the Inferno X for your MA. I think that's a pretty good box. What food did you order? If I recall, we got just some like drinks. Like she ordered some Gatorades, and I ordered a bunch of toilet paper because I didn't know what to order. I didn't know what to put in the order. And we just needed the painkiller. That's all we needed. We didn't need food actually, but I didn't want it to be like a wasted delivery. So I tried to throw in whatever I could. What did I put in there? Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I'll take that melodic if it's 25, mister, and the rest of the packs. Okay, the rest shall be packs. So did you still want $9 of it to go to shipping? Because then it would be 25 plus 9 and then a little left over. So that's box number 1. Put that Inferno X in the front, your little shiny Charizard. Congratulations. Now, 151 surprise. Well, I can see right next to me we have a 151. I'm sorry, we have a Gem 3. Let's start with the Gem 3, shall we? All right, so the trick is to use just the blade, and then to do that, and then to do this. Any breaks almost finished? Hey, you're asking the right question. This break is very close. There it is. That is the knockdown break, and he's called the lightning break because he's the smallest break on the table. So this guy's almost done. Now, we have a lot of new breaks that started, but they're all big breaks that take a long time. This guy only needs 3 spots, and then he'll take off. He's a Pokemon Center English knockdown. It's a good card. I mean, if you're collecting the Pokemon Center cards, he's a good one. I said 9 for shipping, and then 40 for the slab and the packs. Oh, I see. Okay. Now I understand the nature of it, Mr. Albert. All right. We'll take care of you, Mr. Albert. So the rest of it, you want it to be Korean packs. Would you like it to be Inferno X then? That's the latest Korean set. So it's a real popular one. There we go. Okay, 1 whole box of the Gem 3 for Mr. Edward Shelton. Mr. Edward. Okay. I'll take that melodic. I should play the Elder Millennial sound effect. The fact that that's the title and I'm not playing that sound effect seems kind of crazy, doesn't it? We are? All right. Ooh. Sorry for the confusion, and it don't matter. Just something for the kids to open in their stocking. Oh, for sure, man. Oh, did you want the packs to be kept sealed then? Is that it? Sounds like we're keeping those sealed. So we're going to start out with the stamped Absol. Cubone is nice. I finally hot it. You finally hot it. Here's a couple one. There it is. Okay. Ta-da. You know what I was watching? I was watching some old Christmas commercials. Have you guys ran into that on YouTube? It's crazy how the commercials are able to make you feel like it's 1990 again. Okay. It's almost it's a really sad feeling, to be honest. You want to feel depressed? Go watch 1990s commercials. Make you depressed. If you were from the 90s, if you weren't from them, it might feel a bit odd. Ooh, Houndoom. Put in for 2 Mega Dreams, says Mr. DB. Ooh. We went through a whole case for 0 Gengars. We did recently pull a Gengar, though. Here it is. That was you, Tammy. You got the Gengar. All right. Very nice. Okay. Here's Meowth. Ah, a little stamped Mimikyu. Lovely. Non-stamped Mimikyu. Stamped Morpeko. All right. We've got this guy. I can send the 16 later night stream. Oh, you'd like $16 for something? I'm not sure which. Did you see something you wanted? Here it is. Ah, Miss Magus. Ta-da! So, not the best box, probably. Scoobity boop 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 boo. Doobity boop 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 boo. I know this soundtrack like the back of my hand. Next song's going to be the Big Shot song. Okay. So this booster box going to contain Miss Magus. All right. Scooby doopy 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 doo. He wants the tag 8.5 first edition energy. Oh, set that over here. Yeah, I can do that. All right. So now the 151 surprise. Be a big shot. Okay. Oh. Let's go ahead and snip this. I lied. It's only Meowth, Cubone, Gengar, Chandelure, and Cerulean. Tammy, stop tricking us all the time. Okay. Tammy's always tricking. Ooh. Tossing that. Oh, yeah. Ready? Here goes. Snipping time. 1 snip. 2 snips. 3 snips. All right. Anyone get the Gengar Pikachu yet? I got him. Mr. Edward's going to pick up. Here goes, Edward. We got Zapdos, Articuno. Here's this guy. We've got... Wait a second. So the total was 451, right? We don't actually write these totals down, right? Okay, so Gem 3 is written down. Is 151 written down? Oh, it's all written down. Okay, cool. Okay, very nice. Here's Persian and Kabutops. Here's... Ah, it was all worth it in the end. You got Kangaskhan. All right. Man, the Mega Dream was good. These have been a little rough. But let's see, maybe you pull out a nice Gengar Master Ball or something. So I think there's still time for that to happen. Not to mention, I think you might have a chance for like a shiny, like maybe like a shiny Pikachu or shiny Snorlax or something like that. He says, thanks, Rip. Yeah. Okay, here's Ekans. That's a nice artwork, man. There's Pterodactyl. Gyarados. Looking pretty Gyarados-y. Ah, Master Ball. Who wouldn't want Master Ball Tentacool? Okay, very nice. Still time for a shiny, right? Come on, shiny. Articuno and... Come on, one shiny. No shiny. All right. I bet this EX card took the place of the shiny. My God. You know, it's such a great card, the Pikachu Gengar that pops out of here, and yet so difficult to pull. I've been starting to collect Tentacruel. Yeah, Tentacruel's cool. I like him. So Albert Austin's going to go next because he's got an old order we need to take care of. By the way, did he mention if he was okay with the 1 set? Let's see. Okay. So we got all these beautiful cards for you, Mr. Edward. You have tons of cards now. Inferno X was really good. The Mega Dream set basically was really good to you. And everything else was just sort of like, meh. Here you go. Move these off to the side. Mr. Edward Shelton. The man with the bag. The man with the dream. I have a dream, he said. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Dude, the I Have a Dream speech wasn't even written by that guy. It was written by, like, his lawyer or something. There we go. All right. Very good. God, dude. Here's the Gloom. Here's the Golduck. Here's Moltres. Here's Mew. I don't know why, but that annoys me really terribly. Plagiarism drives me nuts. Ho-Oh. Okay. So now what do we got? Let's head over. Oh, Mr. Albert. So let's grab Mr. Albert. And we'll put your name on the back of here, Mr. Albert. Okay. Albert Austin. Very nice. It was written by, drumroll, a Jewish man. He's correct. It was a Jewish lawyer who wrote the I Have a Dream speech. Martin Luther King delivered it. Martin Luther King was busy sleeping around with a whole bunch of women and, I don't know, like being a communist or something like that. It sucks. It actually sucks the more you learn about that guy. There we go. Very nice. Ooh. Boop. And so that was 25, so you're owed $15 more. And let's turn that into a total of 8 packs of Inferno X. So Inferno X it is. And then we'll do a little round of shipping as well. Let's go grab some more Inferno X. I'll be right back. Malcolm was the based one. He might have been the based one. Whew, okay, I'm back. I had to stop and bring the groceries in, actually. All right. Whew. Boop, boop. Set this over here. Okay. What's the term they say? They say don't learn about your heroes. Let's snip this. Oops. And snipping this. Yeah, it drives me nuts knowing he didn't write the speech. It actually really bothers me. Okay. Food. 8 of these. Keep them sealed, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, toss it up there. 8 of these. Now, Mr. Albert, let's go find your bag real fast and get this all shipped out. Ugh. Okay. Mr. Austin. Wouldn't it have just been kept right here? Oh, it's Austin Albert. Austin Albert. It's kind of confusing. Albert Austin, Austin Albert. Do you think politicians write their speeches? I think they generally do, but I think you're probably right that they probably have help sometimes. But here's the thing. It's a very important speech, right? Because we kind of treat it like it's this deep, like incredibly world-changing idea. And I hate that it gets attributed to him rather than the actual writer. Okay, Mr. Austin. Ready? We've seen instances of plagiarism. Let's see. We've seen other instances. Nobody really likes it. Now, Mr. Austin, do I have your shipping address? Let me show you where to send that shipping address. Here it is. All right. If I had some genius guy write me a speech and then everyone attributed it to me, wouldn't that annoy you? That would be annoying, right? Let me put it like this. Let's say I wrote one of the most famous speeches in history, but then years later, and this is a very important speech because it's supposed to be deciding your nearly religious political views about the world. And it turns out I never wrote the speech. It's just some sloppy AI speech. Turns out AI wrote it. Wouldn't that affect you? It would affect me. I go, oh, that was just AI? Great. Or some other guy, completely different guy wrote it, It would be annoying to discover that, right? That's not your original work, is it? All right, so let's see. Mr. Austin. I have slabs. I don't know how much is in my bag, says Mr. Albert. That's what they're hired for. They wrote, but it's not their speech. Anyways, the guy did become famous. Anyways. Okay, give me a minute here. They wrote, but it's not their speech. I have slabs. I don't know how much is in my bag. Keep them sealed too, please. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay. We're going to jump over here. Maybe we've already shipped you before. This is going to be Austin Albert. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think we've shipped you before. Let me head over here. Okay. And then let's see if maybe when you sent that order in. you had sent in for shipping as well. Let's see. I think when it's kind of like a ho-hum speech that nobody cares about that much, nobody's going to look into the Ghost Riders. But I feel like you should have to look into those riders when the speech is maybe the most important one. You know, like a historically, incredibly important speech historically. Let me refresh. This is like freezing up. Did you see the Netflix won the bid for Warner Brothers? Yeah, I hear people bemoaning the idea that perhaps we're going to have to pay a lot more for Netflix, that they're going to raise their price spike because they're getting rid of their competition effectively. I've got it, Mr. Austin. All right, I've got your shipping details. It is in the website. How fun. So we just locked that in. Let's go ahead and get your email. It gave me your email. How fun. Okay, so I got it. It's all good. I just had to get the website running there. All right. Now we're going to hit print. Okay, and now it's calculating the cost of your postage. Excuse me. Some hiccups there. All right, I'll set this to the side while it calculates. Sent you an email. Sorry about that. I made you do all that extra work for nothing. It was all there. Well, you know, it's good because I'll have a chance to compare that to what you wrote down in the website. So we'll have a double confirmation. Okay. Let's see. Who hit the Hollow Chansey from Evolutions? That's a $2,000 card and a 10, pop 26. Oh, that would be Archer Bushemin. But remember, the reason it's so valuable is because it's so hard to grade 10. So he has to manage to get it to grade 10. Harry Potter's going to be their next Stranger Things. Oh, God, dude. Who knows? All right. Mr. Zach. It says a box of OP14. I'm not super excited for the Harry Potter. I feel like there's a very fair chance it's not very good. Excuse me. Okay, ready? If it was being made in Japan, I would suspect it's going to be good. If it was being made in Japan or Korea, I would suspect it's going to be good. But it's being made by a Western studio. It's going to be bad. All right, you ready? Like Tron! Isn't that sad that Tron didn't do very well? I saw the commercial. I knew right away it was going to be bad. Here we are. Potentially industry changing. It's going to be good. I have faith. You thought Tron was going to do well. Tron was trash. Tron did very poorly as a product. It's so sad because Nine Inch Nails was involved. My favorite musical artist. Here we are. Very nice. And it's going to be bad, dude. Give it to Japan or something. Give these brands to Japan. Let somebody who's good at movie making or art making, let them make it. There we go. I don't want to prejudge it. UK isn't Western. Yes, it is. UK is 1,000% a Western country with all the same ideas. We are. You can rent Tron for cheap and affordable, $30. Ooh. Damn, Alex, Mr. Won't respect your takes now. What? I'm not a Tran fan. That's Mike. Oh, did I get it mixed up? What happened? Oh, I mixed it up. I'm sorry, Alex. You were talking right after Mike's side. I mixed the names. Here it is. So Alex is hoping that Harry Potter will do well. Harry Potter? Well, if it does well, that would be fine. I actually would enjoy having something to watch. Ooh, you got busty. Look at that ratio between her hip, her waist, and her hip. That's insane, dude. That's not even possible, I'm pretty sure. Jesus. They dropped the ball in the Fantastic Beast movies when it came to the Dumbledore Grindelwald duel. I didn't watch the second one of those. I didn't watch it. I know. Something about the guy who's the main. So I watched the first one of the Beasts or whatever. But I felt like when I watched the show, I felt like my testosterone levels were dropping while I was watching it. Like, I just can't take it. I was watching it. It was really hard to watch. Let's see. What do we got here? We got, whoa, this guy. Oh, it's possible. $30 more billion. I'm the filthy Tron fan. I like Tron too. I I knew right away it wasn't going to do well. I saw one commercial and I knew. I was like, Jared Leto. And then I saw the other thing, which was a whole bunch of girls. And I was like, all right, so it's a girl movie for a male audience. I was like, fail. Instant fail. It's not going to work. And Jared Leto's he's not a pull either. And I was like, what happened to the main characters from the last movie? They're not bringing them back. I mean, there's like a cameo with the old guy, right? Whatever his name is. I was like, that's going to be a 2-minute cameo. Here's, let's see, here's a holo. So that's all I needed to see. I was like, I'm out. I didn't even want to watch it. Jared Leto, The Rock, Pedro Pascal. Oh, they were all in. Oh, you're listing. Actually, you know, a movie that really did surprise me was Minecraft. And that one I thought was going to be terrible. That one was weirdly good. I don't know how they pulled that off. All right. It's because he's autistic. Respect the spectrum. Nah, dude. He's not autistic. He's just a bad actor. You've not seen enough women, mister. Whammon. Get the lotion. I'm about to get the lotion for this card. That's for you, Mr. Zach. Hey, how about that? Konnichiwa. All right. So, give it to Japan. Japan will make something out of it. Japan will actually make the movie good. I'm convinced only Asia can save us. Asia will save us from the bad Hollywood studio movies. Let's see. I watched that Chainsaw movie. That was one of the best movies I'd seen in a long time. There it is. It was like emotional. There was action. There was art. All of it was good. And I walked out of the movie theater not realizing I'd seen a really good film. I was like, that was pretty good. That's what I was thinking at the time. I'm looking back on it going, wow, that was a really good movie. And then feeling this sort of like annoying feeling like, why can't we just have good movies like that one? It's like, it's not allowed. Go back and watch your slop. It is. Ooh, Meltan. I watched the movie. I didn't feel emasculated by the end of it. How insane. Asia, please. People are coming for Joe Rogan because he said Jesus can return as AI. Oh, my God. Hey, what's up, Miss Cactuar Princess? People are coming for Joe Rogan. That new Diddy doc by 50 Cent is insane. Diddy is a despicable human being. Not going to last long when he gets out of jail. I have no clue. I haven't watched anything like that. There it is. Miss Alicia's here. She says, 1 spot in the knockdown. Ooh, the knockdown. Here it is. 2 spots remain in the knockdown. The problem with taking a very sort of like techie movie like Tron and turning all the characters into women is just sort of like, it's like the mistake they make with video games where they think that their core audience maybe is women trying to identify as women. It's like, no, it's dudes. It's dude bros. It's a whole bunch of dude bros. Like, know your audience, basically. And what do you know? The movie flopped. It could have been predicted. Like, I could have gone to those Polymarket or Kalshi or whatever and predicted that it was going to fail. And then I guess I would have made some money. But I'm staying away from all that, by the way. I'm never going to get into those. Maybe I'll bet on the elections, but that's about it. But I could have bet that movie was going to flop when I saw Jared Leto and no good supporting artists either. You guys, you ready? So we've got Diane Bailey, 2 boxes of Mega Dream. Oh, she's going deep, man. It's just the wrong casting. And they're going to do that for Harry Potter. They're going to do the wrong casting for Harry Potter. It's so obvious. I don't follow it or anything, so I don't know what the latest news on it is, but it's going to be bad. It's going to be so bad. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Tron Ares was actually good. What about Endgame? You watch any Indian movies? Indian movies, huh? Let me think about it for a second. You mean like Bollywood? I bet Karis would watch Bollywood movies, but one of the problems with me, it's actually really hard to get me to watch anything. I don't like movies in general. When I was younger, I thought my mom was crazy, as she was crazy, but I thought she was extra crazy because she wouldn't watch movies. She wouldn't watch movies or cartoons or anything. She was like horrible. I'm an adult now, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't like to watch movies. I don't like to watch TV shows. And so it's really hard to get me to sit down and watch. I get bored easy. That's what it is. It's very boring. You really got to shake me up to get me to enjoy it. And so maybe I'll watch some Indian movies if they're really good. But those are like, it feels almost like a kind of like a deeper cut kind of thing, you know, like with music where you listen to deeper cuts. So you got to really love film to go watch a foreign film and be like, okay, I can't truly understand all the things going on in it, but I'm still having a good time. Karis is like that. She would enjoy it. She would love she would love all the experiences of watching like Bollywood or something like that. But for me, I'd be like, why do I care about this? I'd be like, I want to go back to work. That's how I'd be like, get me back to work. I got things to do. So it's hard to get me to sit down and watch a movie in the first place. And that makes me a really harsh critic. Because if I'm not feeling like pure octane, 1 to 100, like this is really shaking me, I got something big in front of me, like this is a big deal. I'm not going to forget this. The acting's 10 out of 10. The story writing's 10 out of 10. You know, I feel like this gave me something to think about after. If it's not like that, it's really hard to get a good grade out of me on the movie or TV show. There we go. Most of the things I've watched, I have to come over here and complain about it later. Like, I hated it. Singham is best Bollywood film. Stupid Crazy Action. That's just pure Kino. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Endgame. Yeah, I did see that. I know what you're talking about. They're like, now you got to fight us. They had, like, all the girls lining up, and I was looking at it going, oops. That's what I was thinking. I was like, ooh, look at this Psyduck. Lovely. I was thinking to myself, Marvel does not want to make any money. That's what I was thinking when I saw that. Because I think one of the mistakes with the design of these films is believing that the goal is just to get this like sort of like perfect equality to occur. But it's like their belief is that women want to look at other women rather than like Superman with his shirt off. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you know, like it's okay if Captain America is just Captain America, the same guy each time. He doesn't have to become, you know, a white woman, then a black man, then a black woman, then whatever happens after that. You know what I mean? But that's perhaps the goal of the writing team, because they believe that that's some sort of moral axiom. Like that's the goal of story writing now, is for sort of like this iconic cultural character who is written by some dude in America to become like every single culture or every single person. I don't know. So that's why I'm saying like this sort of there's this new sort of moral axiom occurring in story writing rooms that doesn't really, is kind of out of touch with what people actually want to consume. People want to consume stories about good and evil, and they don't care quite as much about the casting. It is, oh yeah, like they don't want Black Panther to be a white guy just because that would be diverse and good for diversity. They want it to be the same black guy every time because he's sort of iconic that way. You know what I'm saying? So they mess around with that formula too much, and it's bad for their movies, bad for their TV shows. Here we are. And Asia doesn't do that. Asia says, hell no, dude. What, are you going to ruin our movie? We're not going to mess with that. It is. So just keep the characters as they're written. Let's see what we got. They're always trying to pull that off in Hollywood, man. They're always trying to do that. It's never really worked. Like, you can see every time they do it, the movie fails. It fails, or it doesn't do quite as well as perhaps it could have done. All right. But according to the box office, what people really want to see is furries. I saw the numbers for Zootopia 2. Did you guys see that? One of the largest box office openings in history, opening to like $500 million. So apparently, furries are a good consumer base. Furries and children, I suppose. Here it is. I blame Bambi. This all started with Bambi. Here it is, Miss Diane. It all started when Bambi became like humanized, when his mom got shot and everyone's bawling over it. He's like, are you kidding me, dude? Deers are out in the woods going, buh, spreading Lyme disease and killing people in car crashes. But as a kid, you're taught to like cry over Bambi's mom or something like that. Bro, we got to eat, man. They did that in Iron Giant too, right? When the critical scene in Iron Giant was when the hunters shoot the deer. And Hogarth is teaching the Iron Giant about death or whatever. And he's like, guns are bad. You are? Yeah, except for when you're getting eaten alive by a bear. Then guns are pretty good. Ryunoglide. So there's always a particular kind of message being pushed. You know, now everyone's sad. They're sad if like... I watched a TikTok video where some piranhas eat another fish, and like the comment section was angry about it. They're like, how dare you? It's like, bro, that's what piranha do. But it's like people are so sensitive over animals now, and the Zootopia makes $500 million. So I don't know. Get with the program, you know what I mean? Here's Asian. All right. Have I stolen all the joy yet? Listen. Oh, You gotta be kidding me! Diane! All right, it's looking like one for me, one for you. What do you think, Diane? One for me, one for you? You gonna sell me this one? I need one. All right. You know what just arrived in the mail, right? We just received more of the Topps, more Topps movie, by the way. More movie. Here it is. It's a miracle I remember the name of that character. No, it started with Robin Hood. I like Robin Hood. Don't you dare speak ill on Robin Hood. That's a 10 out of 10 movie. By the way, that's one of my favorite Disney movies is Robin Hood. But it's not the humanoid animals, the anthropomorphic, is that the right word? It's the music. Have you ever listened to the music of Robin Hood? It's so good. I don't even know what you would call it. It's like some sort of, it's like a folksy countryside kind of music, but it's not country. It's so clever, and it sounds kind of like there's like a British element almost to it. Sounds incredibly good. I never forgot that music. I felt so whimsical when I was a kid listening to the Robin Hood movie. Such a good movie. And the voice actor for like the alligator and, you know, the fun between Lil Jon and Robin Hood is so good in every way. Apparently that movie did not do well, so I must have poor taste. But yeah, I really like that one. Oh, my eyes so freaking itchy, dude. This is the channel with guaranteed Gengar pulls. Dude, we got like 5 Gengars so far. So Diane and CS Min have 2 now. The Robin Hood movie was amazing. Screw the reviews. I would never talk bad about Robin Hood. Grew up loving it. I'm not kidding, Diane. If you ever want to sell one of these, I'm open-minded to buying it. And we can do a payment in booster packs even if you want more of those vintage booster packs. So that's just a thought. I'll toss this in here with your other one. We are. You gotta be kidding me, dude. She's gotta be one of the luckiest people ever right now. Wow. Okay, so Gengars galore. Put this in here. Come on now. There we go. Wow, 2? That's what I'm saying. Don't be selfish, Diane. I know you don't need 2 of those. There, let's put this in here. Give it a little padding, huh? Diane getting that clip. I love Fox and the Hound. You know, it's funny you should bring that one up because that was another one I really enjoyed. Fox and the Hound was like sad. And if there's one thing about me when it comes to watching movies, I like anything that's like got an unhappy ending. I don't like happy endings. I like tragedies, unhappy endings, and things that kind of express more complicated feelings than just, oh no, the bad guy, here's the good guy. He's not strong enough to beat the bad guy. Oh, he went through the hero's journey. Now he is strong enough. Oh, there's a big battle between the good guy and the bad guy. The bad guy's about to win. He's got him on the ground. But the good guy gets him at the last second. I'm so tired of that formula. I could throw up. So I like movies that kind of mess around with the usual formula and that really work more on telling a more complex story, like Velveteen Rabbit or something like that. You know, Velveteen Rabbit talks about death basically to children. Velveteen Rabbit, that's a good one. So I've always been into stories like that. Diane Bailey, 2 of the 151 surprise. All right, hold your breath, guys. Diane's about to snipe another Gengar. Another one. 1 and a 2. Miss Diane, you're becoming one of my biggest customers. What the hell? You're a big deal over here, Miss Diane. Shaboop. Is she here? Is she watching? Okay, so we got 2 151 surprises for Diane Bailey. Buckle in, guys. Mr. Lightning going off. The lightning slab's going off, I'm told. Don't buy any more spots, guys. Oh, you are here. Okay, let's get it. So Pikachu Gengar has not been pulled. This is a sealed case we're pulling from. Hopefully we get a nice Gengar Pikachu out of here, but maybe not. We'll see. I'd like to see it. When I was a kid, the story of Velveteen Rabbit really stuck with me. This. All right. What I'm trying to tell you is that I'm goth. Did I miss my Crown Zenith pack, or are we just behind? Crown Zenith, huh? You're definitely just waiting your turn. been some big orders this weekend. Big freaking orders, bro. More Gem 3. This is actually 151 surprise. Surprise! The surprise is that you get to wait a little while longer. All right. So, but this is going to be fun to open, everyone. Look at all that. Whew. Ooh-wee. Let's get a couple fresh slabs up here, maybe. These are some already priced ones. Here's a Ogre Pond mask, huh? And here is the Weavile. Nice. Don't forget, they need to be put in the bounty for pulling the Gengar. All right, you got a spot in the bounty for the Gengar, all right? Ready? So this is 2 boxes, and it comes out to $330. Diane's gone very deep on this set. She's gone very deep today, I should say. Pulling in almost 500 and something dollars worth of orders. Kind of knock them down to the bottom of the pack there, so we can snip the top. Okay. What are the big hitters in this set? Probably Gengar, followed by Pikachu. Okay. Snipping this. There's one really big hit. It's a Gengar Pikachu. Super, super awesome card. Tossing this. Tossing this. Diane, if you ever want help sending these off to PSA grading or tag grading, we offer that as a middleman service. Hey, you got a lot over here when I think about it. Hey, there you go. Shiny Snorlax. He's good. Okay. I was just going to... I said that in the last order, that you can pull one of these little shiny Pokemon. So that's what I was talking about. Here's a Blasty Boy. The boy with the cannons on his back. Ninetales. Charbok. Rawr. Here's a Radon. Jolteon. Bulbasaur. Psyduck, looking very Psyducky-ish. He's cute. I like the Psyduck. I wouldn't mind a Master Ball Psyduck. Okay, here's... Well, there you go. Master Ball Beedrill popping out. So in this set, the Master Balls actually mean something. They're hard to pull. I think they're harder to pull than the Japanese one. Okay. What I'm noticing about these hollows, look at that. Look at the curve on this. And the other thing I notice, I'm seeing this. So I'm noticing that they have like scratches on them too. So these hollows are pretty beat up. I think that's how the last case was too. You just see that they have like a different quality than the look at that. See that? So I guess that's when they're cutting the cards, they're being too rough. They're throwing those sheets around too heavily. Hey, little Gengar here. Okay, Gengi. Here's Blastoboy. Machamp. I've seen this before in Chinese sets. The cards must be delicate or something, and they must be roughing them up during the cutting process. Okay. Chauncey. What do we got here? We got Zapdos. Flareon. How about a hit? Mewtwo. How about a hit? Seadra. Oh, my God. Come on, bro. Simon, bro. Pidgeotto. Golduck. And... Nah, wait, dude. Woo! Nothing but that. Only hits, please. All right, so it is confirmed. 151, similar to 151 Journey, is super difficult. This is one of the toughest sets. CS-Man said, oh my God, this set is the brutal. Remember you opened up a box of 151 Journey? Remember that? It reminds me of that. There you go. So these pulls a Ultra Ball, a Master Ball, shiny Snorlax, nice little hollow Gengar. He's kind of cool. So you got these 3. You got a whole bunch of reverse hollows. You got a number of those EXs, which I'm confident were being counted as hits, because I believe that's how the Chinese packs do it. So we don't think of them as hits, but in the Chinese packs, those are the hits. All right, Miss Diane. I sent the 16 for the tag slab that you put aside. Sweet. 30 packs got a hollow Clefairy or something like that. I remember. Yeah, remember that? That was some bad jujus. Okay. Did you take my advice in Mr. Yelling? So that is the end of that queue, and we're jumping back over here to our good friend. $10 from an... Oh my gosh, this person waited an hour. I'm assuming that that's Bridget. Bridget, are you here? I received $10. Okay, so I believe we have an Animal Crossing pack, if I had to bet. Is this for Bridget? Oh, Bridget. Grid. All right. I'll let that sit there. And then we have a William Wafter, 1 Crown Zenith. He only waited 56 minutes. Oh, short wait time. Oh, my Sochi. Actually, the wait times might get really short now that we busted through some of the biggest parts of the night. So if I buy a $25 custom booster, live custom, you open it here. That's right. We open it immediately, so you know if you pull a slab or if you miss. Can I send for 1 live custom? Absolutely. You can send for a live custom. I know it's looking pretty late, but we also started the stream pretty late. So if you look, it's been less than 2 hours. It is also a special day. It's Friday. I'm in a good mood. Karis and I are done with the IVF stuff for a little while. It was a wild ride, man. It was difficult. Difficult. All right, what we got here? Here's well worth the wait, Mr. William. Picking up the Darkrai V-Star. Pretty good. Okay. How's life going, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Hopefully well. All right, so this shall go right over here. William Wafter. I believe this is it. Yes. Hell yes, says William. Yeah, it was a little bit of a snipe for Mr. William today. A little one pack snipe. Okay. Somebody told me that we might have finished this thing right here. I'd love to see that go off. Put this back over here for the moment. So we've got $10 of store credit for somebody. Albert Austin looks like his address matched. So let's print that label out now. Print. Accept. Just give her a ring pop. Very nice. Okay. Look at us, guys. We only have 53 viewers right now. That's not very good, is it? Wonder where all the viewers are. Let's grab this over here. Okay. Oops. All right. Tossing this up here. Let's see. It's Friday, so I'm sure everybody's live selling cards right now. So you guys, we are the group, huh? I sent for the Noctowl. Ooh, sounds good. So let me jump over here real fast. Do a little reset. A little resetty. All right. No, it looks like we're actually doing pretty good. It looks like we're doing pretty good. So, well, we have a nice audience, actually. So that's awesome to see. Let's go ahead and grab this real fast, Mr. Mark. And this is Mark's giveaway that he paid for yesterday. He's been really generous this last week. So you guys be sure to say thank you to him. This is J-Dog. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Here we have Cody Hodges, Mr. Cody. Here's Jack Woodworth. Jack Woodworth. I'll put Mike's side in, and I'm going to put Alexis in. I noticed they're kind of like really consistent. They help out a lot, and they never make it into these giveaways, so I'm putting them in. 8, 9, 10. Fill a couple more spots out there. Okay, so put in Mark's name in order to get into the giveaway. I'm checking the website now. We're going to hit refresh. Mr. Mark. It looks like it's the same. Okay, now we're going back over to PooPal. I'll name off the orders here. Josue Rodriguez. We got Gabriel Gallegos, Dennis Chantavong, Ivan Rodriguez, and Mr. Edward. So I did not see that spot that Alicia Brown sent, unless it was one that we already put in there. Was that the one we already put in there? Oh, we already put it in there. Is that right? Oh, and this is, I believe it's Eric Rodriguez. Found out about this later. He was able to put a payment through the website without having to add any details about who he was. That's how that happened. There you go. Mark, 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 mark. If you say mark the most number of times, you win. So that's up to 4 out of 6. So we're starting here with Mr. Rodriguez. It says, ship me out and 4 DBZ manga boosters. Hopefully, I got the price right. Let's get those manga boosters. The mangas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Boop. Okay. Snipping this. Throwing this out. Ready. Oh, the Awakening card. Very nice. Very good. Ooh. Here's this card. I don't know who that is. That's like Android or something, right? Here's here's Gobul. I don't know his name either. My brother watched all the Dragon Ball episodes. I never watched even one of them. So interesting. And finally, please, bro. Thanks again, Mr. Worth the Wait. You all have a lovely evening. Aw, thanks, man. I hope you guys have a good evening as well. I'm going to be pampering Karis after this. I'm going to be making her dinner and massaging her feet or whatever. Oh, she's probably sleeping right now. She's probably bored. It is bored and lonely. But she's just recovering. She had an actual, it's an actual surgery, or sort of like a surgery to retrieve the eggs. They put you under. It is. Ooh. And it's painful afterwards, apparently. She's in a lot of pain right now. Oh, my eye is so freaking itchy, dude. Why does that happen? It's got to be the cat, right? It's definitely the cat. Cat allergies. I'm actually watching Dragon Ball Z with my oldest right now. Oh, that's cool, man. Let's see. Vargas Perez. He might be up here. Ugh. Mr. CS sent a message. Can you show the AO break? Like this? Ancient Origins break. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to remove Ancient Origins from the menu for now. The, not this one, not the case break, but this one over here. It's going to say box break. So from now on, if anyone purchases any more Ancient Origins packs, it better go in that box. We want to get that box moving, huh? So, Mr. Rodriguez, did you have a bag? I'm not seeing a pre-existing bag. If I were to swap away all 11 spots and the rest, would you give me a discount? Ooh, that's a great question. I really shouldn't, but if you were to do that, I'll give you 1 for free. How's that for a discount? I think that's a discount, isn't it? I had a slab. Oh, you've got a slab. All right, I'll give you 1 for free if you'd like to do that. How many spots are there? Is it really 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you order 11 of them, and I'll give you 1 of mine for free. I'll think about it. It sounds good to me. So you got a slab, and that means the slab is in the slab box with the other slabs. Wait, you this fresh baggie. Very good. And we get you a round of shipping. And is the slab under the same name, by the way? Will it have this same name? The name's got to match because we got to pair them up. Like that. He says, I'll think about it. I'll think about it, baby. If he's thinking about it, that means you guys have a last chance to jump in there if he says yes. Can I pay in the chat? I cannot do it online in Germany. What? We can't do that. We can't do super chat payments because super chat, 30% of it goes to PayPal, unfortunately. We got the website. Have you checked the website? Check that out. Excuse me, I got the hiccups, man. I got hiccups. I got an itchy eyeball. I think I rubbed cat dandruff in my eye and it's itchy as hell now. Oh, man. I have such serious cat allergies. It's really bad. We got just one cat now, and it's still too much. Okay. And let's go ahead and plug this in over here. And we're going to lower the weight. Cost of shipping is so high now, guys. It's unbelievable. Oh, it doesn't like the address. Okay. So, Mr. Rodriguez, it's rejecting your address. It believes that you're missing a piece of the address. So it's asking if you have like a building number. Do you have like a building number that I can add to the address? Like a unit number or building number? If you have a unit number or building number and you just tell me right here, I can get it plugged in and it'll probably accept it. Unless it thinks something else is wrong. Hold on. It thinks there's a building number. The number is 41. That's the street number. The 41 is the street number. It's saying, is there like a number at the end as well? Like building number 1, apartment number 1, unit number 1, something like that, right? And if the answer is no, then maybe I could get you to just send me your address to this email because it's rejecting it currently. So here's my email. You can, there we go. Okay, perfect. So that's exactly what we needed. Okay, we're going to say 2. And now let's see how it takes it. All right, there goes perfect. All right. Very nice. That's really important if you think about it. Gotta have that too, man. Got your label made. As for your slab, that gets added in by Miss Alexis when she does the actual shipping. We just make the label and send the bag to her. So she will add the slab in with the bag when she does the shipping. She matches the names, okay? All right, so there we are. This might not be done, by the way, guys. I thought it was. Somebody said something that made me think it was done. So Mr. Gabriel is jumping in, though. Gabriel Gallegos. Put you down as Gigi. No problem. Perfect, man. We got it all taken care of. That was nice, wasn't it? It's nice being able to solve that instantly. It gets your shipping done faster. Because imagine I did it privately when the stream's over. When you're not here, I would have to like send you an email. You would have had to have caught that email. Or like a week later, you'd be like, where's my stuff? Mr. Dennis says 1 spot in the knockdown. Oh, okay. It is over. I'm sorry. It's over. Dennis the Menace got the last spot. Oh, we better put in the full name, huh? Okay. You get a scratch test? No. Cat allergies aren't real. It's in your head. No, it's real, man. Dude, remember the cough? The never-ending cough? That was cat urine. That was cat pee, dude. The cats would pee upstairs. It would, even if you cleaned it, it would cause me to cough for a long time. You'd have to, like, bomb clean it, and then the cough would go away. Isn't that crazy? I didn't know that was a thing till later. Cat allergies. And you have a cat allergy where you're allergic to the cat urine. And it'll cause your lungs to cough forever. Okay, so we got all 6 people here. Cat urine. Karis is kind of upset with the wandering pit bull outside of our home. She is documenting the dog because she's thinking in the end she might have to ask for some sort of doggy service or something where they knock on people's doors and find out whose dog it is and tell them to put your damn dog away. We got this pit bull that just wanders our yard and hangs around our trash can. How cool is that? So it's gotten to a point where Karis is getting nervous. She doesn't want to go put the trash out anymore. She doesn't like to go near the trash cans herself. Wandering pit bull. Hey, what's up, Miss Alexis? It's like a mixed breed. Miss Alexis is hanging out. How's it going? Very nice. And we'll put this in here. Tell us all about your vacation, Miss Alexis. When Alexis was on vacation, I sent her like these big string chain of texts talking to her about how to like try different styles of shipping. Isn't that fun? So you're on vacation and you get a bunch of texts on how to ship with cardboard or something like that. Just the kind of stuff you want to hear. We are. All right. So we got to shuffle two things, the packs and then the names. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mister, did you do my order? Says Mr. Ivan. Not yet, but we're coming up on it. And I got the slab set to the side for you. This one right here, right? Okay. I've seen him before. Oh, the dog, right? He's pretty harmless seeming, but it's just sort of like, man, he's... You haven't seen this, Alexis, but there are dogs that get into our trash cans and pull the trash out. And sometimes Karis likes to take a stinky trash bag and put it on our back porch for me to take down to the dumpster. And if we do that nowadays, those dogs that wander, they'll come up and shred that trash to pieces. So we can't do that either now. And it's just sort of like, it's a nuisance, but also she's just not comfortable around it. Like she can't be outside of the home without being approached by this dog. Like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? There we go. Give me a number. He hovers around my car and word, I'll hit him. Yeah, we were actually pulling out the other morning and he got like right up against us. And I'm like, dude, do you know, like, I could run you over by accident? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we got the names. Man, I got runny nose too. Here we are. Itchy eyeball, runny nose. Here we are. The crazy thing is, we've seen animal control, so we're not the only one who has contacted animal control over the wandering dogs. There's an old man who owns like 2 pit bulls, basically, and I think they just jump his fence. There's a variety of dogs. There's like a half pit bull and a full pit bull, and we think it's owned by a really old man down the road, and he just can't control them. He's too old. Give me a number. Doobie 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 doobie. 1. 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Doop. So there we have it. Miss Alexis, check this out. Somebody's about to get this bird. So we got Dennis. Oh, some hollows, Dennis. We've got, sorry, Dennis. Alicia. Oh, sorry, Alicia. You get some hollows. We've got Beatrice. Oh, you get the star card. All right, the star card has been pulled. Here's Mr. Eric Rodriguez. He's going to pull, nice, 2 poker cards. Very good. Okay, here's Volcarona, and here's Kyurem. These are probably grade 10, by the way. Here's Nathan Norman. Just some hollows for our friend Mr. Nathan. Looks like we're putting these holographic cards to use. And Mr. Gabriel, really? Picking up the card. Look at that, Gabriel. All right. Gabriel Gallegos. And I assume you want the trade? How about that? Mr. Gabriel. Beatrice. Miss Beatrice, good luck in the star break. These shall be placed aside and sorted a little later. I haven't sorted these. I guess it's because it's been so busy. I haven't had a chance. All right. Yeah, it's we haven't had like a slow part of the stream. So Miss Beatrice goes up into here, into the vintage break. Okay. The cheap slab on the right row, I think, is the Bloom slab. Can I get it? Bloom? Ah, Dark Gloom, which is $10. It's a good one. Yes, sir. I'll set that to the side for you. Now, this card has ticked up by one. So this is Sealdos Blastoise. He's really cool. There it is. He's up to 6 out of 23 now. He's a moving. He'll keep moving. And this shall say Gabriel Gallegos. Okay. Oop. Let's see. We could probably get a new lightning break up fast if I just pull one from the past. One that we almost did, but maybe pulled back on. Oh, here we go. What's this? Oh, yeah. Maybe this guy right here. So we got this Sylveon. We'll run this Sylveon next. That is a hit card from Terra Festival. Already graded for you. And ready to be broken. Okay, so this time what we're going to do, we're actually going to make it cheaper. So it's going to be shorter by a spot. It wasn't moving fast enough last time, so this time it's going to move a little faster because it's going to be a little more appealing at 1 6 with the star spot. Okay, have fun in there, guys. All right. That's the new lightning break. We have Ivan Rodriguez, Emergency Slab. Energy Slab. So I'll write your name on both of these. Ivan Rodriguez. Good. And Ivan Rodriguez. And Edward Shelton, 2 boxes of 151. Surprise! Let's get it. So I can see we are kind of low on the 151 surprise. We are a little bit low on it. If you give me a moment, let me take a look and make sure I've ordered more. Because if I haven't done that, I need to do that. Okay, let's see. Purchase history. Let's just see what we've done with this. I did. I ordered it 6 days ago. And let's see about how much this would cost if I were to buy it today. Give me a moment here. So that went up in price. So that one got refunded, and then I repurchased it, and it went up in price. And it hasn't even shipped. Okay, give me a moment here. First of all, I'd like to understand ones that don't have to be imported. What kind of price are those? So the ones that are actually in the United States are super expensive. Okay. Those cases are like on hand, basically. Oh, look, this guy just relisted it. Unless this is a guy with a different name. So I have to understand how this is working. All right. Don't worry, guys. We're about to open these 2 boxes. I'm just doing a little research to understand how all these things are working. How you guys doing on this fine Friday, by the way? Any interesting news for you guys? Okay, let me send this guy a message. Okay, yeah, it looks like he has already talked to me. It is shipping out. Good. So we have a restock coming on this, and it looks like the price has not changed. So the price on the remaining 151 surprise packs shall remain the same, and it's all good. Hopefully you guys pull a Gengar. Mr. Edward. This is a cool product to open, too. You know, the exclusive Chinese sets have been fairly popular. I wasn't sure if they would be. Okay. Good. Oh, wow, we're down to just the last 41 viewers, huh? Appreciate you guys being here, though. Let's go ahead and grab this. Again, when we have this few viewers, it just makes the giveaways that much sweeter because it means you guys are having a high chance at a giveaway. Oops. All right. Oh, man. I think my hip's hurting from sitting too much. All the driving, hours of driving, like 3 hours of driving, 5 to 6 hours of streaming. Man, that's too much sitting, man. Can't be sitting for 9 hours a day. And then some of those hours I'm sleeping. All right, here we are. Oh, yeah. You know what I should buy? I should buy like a virtual reality walker where you can like play games like a shooter game or something like that while you're walking in virtual reality. That'd be cool. Have you thought of sleeping while standing up? Like a vampire? Hang upside down, maybe? Okay, you ready? Is this the Gengar Pikachu set? Yes, sir. People really want to pull that Gengar Pikachu. I can feel it. They want it. They want it to happen. They want to see it happen. They want to be the one to pull it. We've never pulled it, actually, so it would be a first-time clip for us. There's now a fresh lightning break. It's this beautiful Sylveon. The knockdown has gone off. We also have a fresh pack split. There it is. Gym Heroes. It's a great pack split because it has a common card in it that sells for 1,000 now, the Misty's Tears. Here's Eradicate. Here's Seal. Here's Jolteon. Here's Venusaur. Just keep the Venusaur with the hollows. Omastar. Dodrio. Vaporeon. Flareon. Hitmonlee. Raichu. Oh, that Raichu's mogging you, man. Ooh. Holographic shiny Alakazam. Give him the hits. Well, he did just pull the Alakazam, so that's nice. I don't know what he would go for in a 10, but something probably. Might not be much, actually. I don't know what people pay. Oh, yeah, there's the Gengar. We always like the Gengar. He's always good. I was selling some of those Gengars as a 10 for like 95 bucks, man. Here's Flareon. Here's Lickitung. We've got Zapdos. Here's Eradicate. Yeah. Master Ball Vulpix. Okay, Vulpix. Here's Mewtwo. Ooh, shiny Starmie. All right, we got a little shiny Starmie popping out. That's cool. Dodrio, Meowth, Porygon, Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is doing a rhyme. Here's Bellsprout, Ditto, Doduo, oops, Charmander, Char. Here's Gyarados. Here's shiny Jigglypuff. Woo! Oh my god, I can't believe it. And Meowth. All right. I feel your two boxes were actually way hotter, but still no Gengar Pikachu. But yes, this is a much better haul, so you are going to be okay, I think. You pulled a couple cards. You get all these hollows, of course. but you pulled a very gradable Jigglypuff, a very gradable Starmie, a Master Ball Vulpix, a holographic Gengar, and a very gradable Alakazam as well. So you got a couple gradable cards out of there that might help you catch back up on your original cost. Then again, I don't know how much these sell for, because they're actually just duplicates of the Japanese one. Like, this is unique, but do people pay a lot of money for that? I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe like 40 bucks, maybe 50. Hard to say, Mr. Edward. Mr. Edward, you like to go deep. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. By the way, if you're a first-time watcher or a first-time buyer, potentially, we have this free card for you. Free Slowbro, and we'll toss you into the current giveaway when you place a first-time order. Edward Shelton. And this shall say 12.25. So we get you a fresh bag here, because you got a couple fresh bags. All right. So, yes, this is for first-time orders. It's a beautiful Shinji Kanda Slowbro. We forget about that one. It's a cool card. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's one more set of exclusives. There's a couple sets that we don't have on the menu. I can get them. We just don't have them. Okay, Will Sharp wanted 5 Surging Sparks, 5 Destined Rivals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Surging Sparks. Now, I kind of got to wrap up, guys. It's 8:18. We started late, so we ran late, but I got to wrap up. Tonight's going to be a big night. We got a whole case to open for John Lucas. Yes, I should tell him we're going to open it in the nighttime stream. We got a whole case to open for John Lucas, and then it's a Friday night, baby. We could go real crazy, and I don't have any more doctor's appointments now, so now I can just kind of go crazy and go to bed. So maybe I stay up as late as you guys want. Looking forward to the big opening. Me too. I know Karis is probably out there feeling really sad at this point. The day's over. She didn't get to see me hardly at all. She'll fall asleep in like an hour and a half. So we didn't really spend any time together. But it's Friday. She knows it's Friday. We got to get them Friday sales in. Here's Mr. Gibble. Here's Nido King. It's been a busy week. You know, IVF is like crazy expensive too. IVF is like $25,000. It's crazy. So, you know, you just, unless your insurance covers it or something, you're just not going to have it. Oh, weird. That pack was missing a holo. I don't like that. That makes it feel like it was missing a hit. Okay. Here's Reggie Rock. I've been better, but I'm glad to hear you're doing okay. There we go. Looking forward to the big opening. Here's... Oh, we got Sveal. Okay, Sveal AR. Very cute. Oh, I thought it was playing Nine Inch Nails for a second there. I thought I heard a Nine Inch Nails note. So here is a Magnetron. It's Magnetron. Somebody at Pokemon loves Magneton. He makes it into every set. Swablu, Togekiss, and... Ready? We got Latias, Will Sharp. I like this feel. That one card, if it were to grade 10, might take you pretty far along in terms of getting your money back on these packs. You'd be surprised. But no crazy hits popping out of those 10 packs. Here you go, Will. Will, I see you have a decent chunk of holos in there. If you ever want to trade those in for a trade spot, let me know. We have a Bulbasaur's the current trade card. Okay. It's a nice way to get rid of cards that you maybe didn't want anyways. All right. So now we have an order. Ivan Rodriguez, he wanted the other card. We already did that for him. Gabriel Gallegos says he wanted a round of shipping. All right, Mr. Gabe. Right here. Mr. Gabe. Okay, jumping over here. Ooh. It's a heavy bag. Okay, we're just letting that postage calculate now. So it takes a minute for it to calculate. And then after Gabe, we have no other orders. Okay, I'm looking into the other queues. Let me hit refresh on this. Oh, there's Karis messaging me right now. Somebody almost got an order through. Somebody named Mr. Julio. I hope you keep trying, Mr. Julio. If you have trouble with the website and the website's not working for you, you can always go to the YouTube description and try that out, okay? The YouTube description has other ways to pay that perhaps will work better. Hey, take a look at this. She sent me a little picture. It's a little kitty. The kitty likes to lay on her shoulder and go to sleep. Isn't that cute? That's kitty sleeping. All right, so we better wrap up here, guys. I'm going to hit print. Okay. And let's get a couple more spots in that Mark giveaway before we go, okay? Thanks for being here, guys, for the fairly busy daytime stream. I mean, it was actually pretty busy. The wait times got up to an hour long. It was pretty dang busy. All right, here we go. So Resendez. Zach Stex. Hey. We like Zach. He's been very nice to us for a long time. Here's that Norm guy. That Norm guy. Here's Alex PSX. Okay. Here's Jay. Jay Oliver. Here's Katie and Rust. I'm going to put Mr. Shahir on here. We appreciate Mr. Shahir. And Cricket Jim. Cricket Jim. All right, let's stop there. So let's go ahead and roll the 20-sided dice. Mister, still have that Alakazam poker. Landing on 14. What? That's for Mr. Shahir. Wow, it landed on 14. Shahir actually got it. How about that? All right. Alakazam poker. I think I do have that one. Yeah, I think I do have that one. Poker cards have not been doing bad over time. We noticed that there's far fewer of the sealed decks for sale, and the sealed decks are much more expensive now. Shahir still here? All right, so we'll tell him in the nighttime stream he pulled this. Cool. I mean, it's nice. It's a bonus. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us for the daytime stream. We ran a little bit over 2 hours. I think we could have kept going because we only just then ran out of orders, and people stop ordering when they know the stream's almost over too. So we'll be back on for the late night stream for Friday. I wouldn't miss it for the world. We'll have more giveaways, more movies. No, and we'll see if the Sylveon moves this time. The Sylveon's actually cheaper this time, so we'll see if it moves. And we'll see what happens with that. Man, I think everything's pretty much set. Now it's just a matter of if people want to open stuff. I don't think anything new's coming to the nighttime stream other than we can price up a lot more of these slabs if we get a chance to, if the queue's actually empty long enough. And we can keep rotating the O slabs. No, Papa, I want more movies. All right, I'm hopping off. Elder Millenial here, selling you Pokemon cards. See you later, guys.